All right, so we're moving on to Unit 5, and we're starting with Unit 5.1. Imagine that. And Unit 5 is all about triangles and triangle congruence and it's cool stuff like that. It's one of my favorite things. So 5.1 is about the side, 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 congruence, congruence postulate, right? And what that says is that if I have two triangles, right? So if I have two triangles, right? Two triangles are congruent if all three sides of one of the triangles, triangle, are congruent to all three sides of the other triangle. Right? So it's pretty kind of intuitive, right? It's pretty kind of obvious, right? So if I'm going to go ahead and so just if you need to pause that and get that information. So this is just saying that if I have a triangle, right, and it has three sides because it's a triangle, and let's see, I'm just going to make one up, right? And this side is let's say it's, so what does it mean to have congruent sides? Well, those sides are congruent if they share the same lengths. So I have that triangle, that length is that long. I have this length is this long, is this long, is that long, and my blue length is this long, okay? Just random lengths, okay? Well, if I wanted this line segment blue, green, and red, and we'll say that this is triangle ABC, ABC. So my blue length is AB, right? My green length is CB, and my red length is AC, right? And this is triangle ABC. Well, if I wanted to make a congruent triangle and say I wanted to make it triangle DEF, that means that my blue length of DEF would have to, my DE would have to be my blue length, right? So let's say or make this triangle, the same length and everything. I'll get some patty paper, I guess, figure this out. Maybe I don't have to get patty paper. I can get one of these here, and my blue length here is I think it's like 11. It's like 11 and a half. It's like 11 and a half. Right, I'll just do like this, just orientation here. It's 11 and a half. Okay, and this is DE. Okay, and then my green length, I'm just gonna grab a real quick measurement so I don't have to do this once. Right, my green length, my angle here, I have to grab an angle, otherwise I'd be doing this all day long. I need to make sure that this is like that. My green angle here is in order for this to be the right angle, this is going to be like a 50-degree angle, right? But I don't need to know that specifically for this, but 50-degree angle. So it would have to be like something like this. Dot right here. 0. I'm not teaching you how to use this yet, so 50 degree, I'm just going to draw this kind of like a dotted line. So I don't know exactly how long. 50. Oh wait, actually I do. 50-degree angle, and then this length is about 11 inches. Right, so 11 inches in that direction. So from here to here, about 11 inches. Right, I made that a little bit messy, and then the remaining angle, the remaining line segment, and this would be CB, so this would be EF, this would be EF, and then my remaining, that does go on that one, that goes here, my remaining EF, and then so my remaining line here should be roughly the same length as my red one, and that would be, you know, DF, right? So that's D, and then this is E, right? And this is DF. Okay, so that's how I would construct that, and if I measure all my lengths here, right, I'm going to use a compass. I'm going to use a compass to see if all my lengths are roughly the same. So I look at D, a DF is about the same as a C. I'm going to look at B, BC is about the same as there we go, as my green lines are about the same, and then my blue lines here are about the same. If I go from here to here, those are about the same. From there to there, those are about the same. That's from here to here. Those are about the same. Whoop, you can't see. From here to here, about the same. Right? So those angles are congruent, or those line segments are congruent. So my line segments are congruent, right? But in order for two figures to be congruent, you need to know that the line segments are congruent, that are the same length. You also need to know that the angles are the same measure, right? So if I measure this angle, right? This angle here is about 70, between 70 and 75. That was blue-red, or green-red, sorry. This angle here is about the same, about between 70 and 75, right? And then you can say that this one here, the blue-green, is about 50. This blue-green is about 50, right? And then this red-blue is about 60, and this blue-red, is about, was it red-blue or blue-red? It's blue-red. Blue was that was about 60, so red was there we go. That was about the same there too. Okay, so now you can see that those angles were all about the same, right? So if I were to use it, let me prove one more way. I have some patty paper. I have some patty paper right here, and if I take some patty paper and I take I don't know, marker, and I draw my triangle on my patty paper roughly, right? And I can go over here, and you can see that it overlays quite nicely with my triangle that I drew on there pretty well. Okay, so there you can see that the triangles are congruent. Okay, so that's the side angle, side congruence postulate. All three sides. So this side is congruent with this side is congruent But this side and this side is congruent with this side. And because of those three sides are congruent, that I can say that those triangles are congruent. Thanks.